Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim from My Feathered Nest. So I am so ready for spring. It has been so gloomy here in upstate South Carolina and rainy that it is just like rain, seriously needs to go away. But I know that spring is on the horizon. Today I'm filming this and it's Thursday, and I believe our weekend is going to be dry, and I have been looking at like the extended forecast and it looks like we're gonna start getting some warmer temperatures, which is always a good thing. So I have been trying to bring spring into the house here at the farmhouse. I am getting out all kinds of spring goodness and trying to incorporate it through different parts of the house. And so in today's video, I am going to show you how I decorated my 7.5-foot Christmas tree for spring. I'm really excited about the way that it turned out this year. My theme is more about carrots in here, with a little bit of bunny things here and there. But I love the colors. I love the life that it gives in this room. I just love the cheerfulness and the whimsy of this tree, and I hope that you guys love it as much as I do. Also, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and make sure you hit that bell to be notified, because I've got a lot of really good ideas for some spring decorating shows that I want to bring to you guys. I know here in this particular room, I'm going to be doing my mantle, and I've got a really cool craft for that. It's making a wreath, and then I want to show you how I put some spring themes on the table as well as in the hutch. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with this video. All right, so the lighting is probably not going to be the best because this tree sits in the corner of the dining room in between two different windows. One window just goes outside and the other window is onto one of my screen porches. So you guys will have to just bear with me, but I wanted to show you what the tree looks like pretty much without any decorations on it. I know that when I showed you guys my tree that was all decorated for winter, if you watched that video, if not, I will link it right up here in an iCard. If you watched that, and if you watched my fall tree, this is the same tree that I've actually had in here since the fall. So it's been fall, then it went to Christmassy, and then I kind of left it up for wintry, and I just decided to go ahead and leave it up also for making an Easter tree. But this is the form itself. It's just a cream colored tree with white lights that I purchased from Cracker Barrel several years ago. I actually got it on Christmas Eve several years ago, so I did not pay much money for it at all. It's a beautiful tree. It's got great shape to it, and I want to say it's maybe like 7.5 to 8 feet tall. I will tell you that this was a pre-lit tree, but I have a love-hate relationship with pre-lit trees. I think they're great for a couple years, but then all of a sudden the lights start going out on them, so you are stuck with having to shove more lights in them anyway. So of course, if you look really closely, you're gonna see different light strands that I've had to put on here, and I just used white. That looks ugly right now, obviously, but once I've got the tree decorated, you won't see anything like that. I may have to add some more lights to it now. I can't remember. I decided to leave my grapevine garland on here. I've had that on since the fall. I like the way that it looks, and my vision for this Easter tree is going to be more about like a natural type of elements on it, using like bird's nests, and I am going to have some whimsical things, like I've got some big carrots that I want to use, and possibly some bunnies in there. But like I said, I wanted to go like kind of more organic, more natural elements. So I've got the grapevine, and then I still have the burlap ribbon, and then this, which is really hard to see, to be honest with you. It's really neat. If you guys, there's a close-up of it. It's like this ribbon that is kind of almost like a mossy netting style type of a ribbon. Like I said, it's really hard to see, but if you get up close and personal with the tree, it's just one more added detail. So I did go ahead and start by placing one of these garlands, these green garlands right here on the tree. I wanted to get an idea if I liked the way it looked, because if so, I'm gonna have to buy more of them. And as a matter of fact, I did already go ahead and buy one more, but I might possibly have to go back and get another one. They're just from Hobby Lobby. It's kind of like almost like a eucalyptus kind of style garland is kind of what it reminds me of. And I did go ahead and shove some of these cute little orange picks in the garland as well. I think my mom actually gave me these. And I think I've got a couple more. So I'm just going to do this kind of step by step. I'm not going to have you guys do it with me. I'm just going to kind of show you at the end of each step that I take. I just find for myself that I'm able to film the video and make more sense of it that way, just because you guys know me. I'm very kind of spontaneous. I don't really plan these things out ahead of time. I just do them as is, and it's just easier for me to do it that way. I will tell you too, I have a galvanized tree collar on this tree that I purchased from Walmart several years ago. The only thing I don't like about it is I wish it were just a little bit taller, because as you can see, you can kind of see in there pretty good. But once the decorations are on, I'll probably have that, hidden. And I'm sure I could pull some branches down to hide it too. But I just wanted to show you, there she is, pretty much undecorated. So now I'm gonna get started. Okay guys, so the next thing that I have done is I have added this super cute carrot patch sign that I just picked up from Hobby Lobby. It was about $22, and their Easter stuff is 40% off now. So I thought that was a really good deal for such a nice size sign. And this is basically going to be my theme here. I think for the most part is going to be like a lot of carrots. So it already had like this twine hanger on it. So I just used that and I placed it on one of the stems from the tree and just kind of bent the stem back, and then I basically was just shoving it in. So you can see that I used some of my grapevine here to kind of act as a stabilizer for the sign. I kind of wanted it to be off-centered and a little crooked, and so I just basically literally just shoved. And so the tree itself is pretty much just holding the sign. And then I also picked up 2 of these really big carrots. I picked those up at Michael's. They are super cute. They are huge, and that's exactly what I wanted. And so what I did was I placed them down here, and I really didn't attach them with anything. Like I said, once again, I'm just kind of using the shape of the tree to just kind of hold things. And the reason why I chose to put this sign here and the carrots there was because if you can see, I've got the greenery kind of going in a little bit of a twisty, zigzaggy type of pattern. Well, because of that, and because I didn't feel like going out and buying another one of the greenery garlands, it left me with a blank patch up here, and it left me with a blank patch down there. And so that's why I kind of use those 2 bigger pieces to fill in those areas that didn't have that greenery garland going through it. I know the lighting is really going to be hard to see. So anyway, so now I'm going to move on. I did pick up these super cute, they're like that melamine, I guess that's what you call it, that hard plastic. I think it's called melamine. Anyway, these 2 little plates, I picked those up at Michael's. They were $4.99 with, I think it was 40% off. These are all the colors that I'm trying to incorporate. I liked it because they were muted, so I actually think I'm going to be using these in the tree. I got that idea from a girl that I follow on Instagram. It's Babam Wreaths. She is so creative and just absolutely love her decor as far as like her seasonal stuff. She makes a lot of wreaths, obviously, and stuff like that. I'm so inspired by her. But she, in her Easter tree, I saw where she had these things, and I kept looking, I'm like, those are plates. And so when I saw these, I thought of her and her tree, so I was like, I'm gonna do that myself. So I'm gonna probably try and place those on the tree. I did pick up these super cute little yellow, orange, and white tulip picks from Michael's. They were really cheap. I think they were like $2. I got some yellow hydrangeas and just a bunch of other stuff. And so I think I'm just going to start, like I said, by placing these and then maybe starting to place some of my florals. I do have this really big bag of Spanish moss. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to place a bunch of this in the tree too. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna actually use it for like a bird's nest or exactly what I'm gonna do. So I will be back with you when I complete the next step. Okay, so I went ahead and placed the yellow hydrangeas picks that I had. I had 4 of them. So we got one there, and we got one there, and then up here, and then over to the top. And so I slightly did like a little zigzag thing. So I've got 1, and then we cross over 2, and then we cross over, and then we kind of end it over here. I also placed these picks right here. My mom gave me them. They're kind of like a bouquet of different flowers in like the yellowish and really pretty orange colors. So I think I had about 3 of those. So I've got 1 there and then 1 up there. And like I said, I try to space them out. Actually, I have 4 of them. So I've got 2 kind of right there. I know it's hard to see. And then 1 there. Like I said, the whole thing is I'm not trying to keep it necessarily like symmetrical, whereas like, you know, I don't have 1 here and then 1 on the other side, but I feel like I form more of like a zigzag type of thing, and I don't want to get the same types of items super close together. I want to make sure that I spread them throughout the whole entire tree. Let's see, as far as the plates go, I like the way this one is looking because I was able to place it in a way to where it's just kind of like almost like a hidden accent. The tree is holding this one really nicely, and you can see I've got some of the greenery and the florals and the grapevine wreath kind of in front of it. And so it's like I said, it's just like a little detail that's kind of hidden. I'm not real fond about the way this one is looking. These were kind of hard because there's really, at least I can't think of a really good way to actually fasten them. So like I said, I'm trying to basically just lean them into the tree and hoping that they'll stay. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not as crazy about where this one is. However, I'm not done yet. I still need to make a bow, and I still need to do my exploding topper. You guys know that I love exploding treetops. So we shall see if it moves or not. Okay. So I placed a couple more items, and let me just walk you through it. I went ahead and used, I think, oh gosh, let me just step up here. For the top, I think I used like 3 of the forsythia picks. I did go ahead and place those 2 poppies up there. And then I have 2 of these picks right here. They're more of that like papery type of material from Hobby Lobby. I did place some more of the forsythia picks coming out because like that's another one of my favorite things to do on any type of a tree, is to not only have like an exploding top, but to also make it a little bit more dimensional by using things that are just kind of coming and spilling out from the sides and even the front. So I did that. I used the forsythia picks for that. I've got, I think, 4 of them placed in different spots basically around the sides. The last thing that I have done so far is I placed a bunch of the Spanish moss in. Now, let me just give you some real life right now with the Spanish moss. Do you see my floor? Ignore all my tags, of course. But do you see this floor? Look at this chair. This is what I use to step on. And let me just tell you, this stuff makes a royal mess for sure. I did place a bunch of it just to cover up some bare spots, but I also wanted to place it in a more natural way, like the way that Spanish moss grows. And so you can see on this forsythia pick that I have coming out, I also dangled some of the Spanish moss, and I kind of did that. I did it on the top. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I kind of did it on the top, and I just kind of threw it up there. Some of it I actually, placed, but some of it I just threw up there to just kind of land. However, just because Spanish moss is so wild anyway, and so I thought that that would just be perfect. So that is where I'm at right now. I'm going to go ahead and clean up my mess, at least for now, and then I will get back with you when I do the next step. Okay, so let me show you where I'm at. These bushels or these little picks of these small little mini tulips that I picked up from Michael's for $2. I placed some of those in the tree. So I've got that one. I've got one over here. I've got one up here and then one down there. I decided to use them in the tree, and I actually picked up a couple more because I have some bare spots and I kind of wanted to throw a little bit more color up in here, so I may use them up there as well. You guys, look how cute these little eggs are. I picked these up from Walmart. They were $2 a piece. I got 3 different colors. I got like this brown color, this blue color, and then this off-white color. And if I'm not mistaken, they may have had one more color. I can't remember what color it was. And I bought all that they had. So I bought 9 of them. If I could have bought more, I probably would have, but I never noticed them when Walmart first introduced their Easter stuff. So I'm sure it's something that's kind of selling out pretty quick. So if you are on the hunt for those, I suggest run into Walmart to see if they still have them. But they're super cute. So I placed some of them on the tree. And yes, I did introduce blue into the tree just because blue is like my foundational color in this room. So I want to make sure that everything is matching. So I decided to add some hints of blue. I added these picks right here. This is like one pick altogether. It's these really twisty, like willow branch type of picks with these small little blue flowers on them. I want to get a couple more of them, but Hobby Lobby doesn't have their florals on sale this week. So I did put one there, and then I've got one over here, and then I put a couple at the top. You can see I also have another one of the eggs up there. I did add this little bunny. I picked him up at Michael's. He was 40% off. I think one of his little carrots was messed up, so I got another 10% off. So I think I paid like $12 for him. But isn't he so cute? He's got carrots in his mouth, and he's got a handful of carrots, and I just thought that that would be really cute with my whole carrot theme that I have going on the tree. And I think that's all I've done so far. So one more thing. I showed you where I picked up these little guys, these little carrots. They came from Hobby Lobby. They are a bunch of 3 carrots, and they already are, they're kind of like, they're put together with a piece of twine, and the twine actually has a hanger on it as well. So I was going to use them for my centerpiece, but I decided that I wanted more carrots on the tree. So I've got that one, and I think I have, if I'm not mistaken, I've got a couple more. Like there's one there, and then I've got one more somewhere else. And I did go back to Hobby Lobby, and I did purchase more, so that's probably going to be my next step. I'm going to finish it up by adding some more carrots. I do have 3 of these picks right here. They're more of like, they're like those natural twiggy balls. It's just a small detail that you're not going to really overly notice unless you're up close and personal with the tree. But I'm really into details, and so I wanted to add that element as well. So guys, I am going to finish up, I think, the rest of the tree. I did pick up 2 more of the big carrots to actually put in the top of the tree. I am not going to be adding a bow to this tree. I thought that I would, but I have decided that I have got plenty of other things going on. There is just no need, and that's fine. So I will get back to you when this tree is 100% complete. Okay guys, so here she is. I am not going to do anything else to her. I promise. I will say it like I will say it like I always do. I am not a minimalist. I'm a maximalist, and I just love things over the top and just super full. So yeah, it's so whimsical and it's so fun, and I love the way that this tree has turned out. The final things that I did was I did add 2 of the big carrots for the tree topper. And I think other than that, I just added some more of the little smaller carrots, and I added a couple more bouquets of these small little mini tulips. And that is about it. That's all I'm doing, I promise. I told myself that I may go back and like try and get some more chrysanthemums and maybe some more of these to kind of just shove out. I'm hoping that I just can lose that urge real quick because I don't need to spend any more money, nor do I need to add any more to this tree. I think it's good. So anyway, let me, I'm going to just go ahead and show you a close-up of this tree set to music, hopefully. And one more thing, we are going to be doing a whole little series here in the dining room. I think I'm going to show you guys how I decorate my mantle. I've also got a really good idea for a wreath to make for the mirror. I think it's going to turn out really cute. I also am going to do the centerpiece with you guys and maybe even do a cute little tablescape. And then I will show you how I'm going to add some Easter springtime vibes and some orange in particular into my hutch here. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope that you find some inspiration for your own Easter springtime tree. I hope you get some ideas, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day or evening. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you that takes some time out of your busy schedules and busy days to spend a little time with me here at the farmhouse. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.